vibe is, what you guys up to. Just got the chat loaded up.
That's Richard Thomas.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you can hear me. Just bear with me 1 second.
I'll get all this sorted out. There we go. Hello. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Sound levels are all good. Welcome everyone to the United Empires, the UEC Spring 2022 tournament. $200 prize pool at stake. And we see some big boys in here. We have Revnak, Nicious, Brem. Welcome everyone, and many others. I can't, for some reason, I can't see how many people are on the stream because I'm not using my main stream key. I'm using obviously the stream key for the United Empires channel. So I can't see much, but I can see chat and I can see my vitals and everything like that. So I think we're all good to go. And the first matchup we're going to be seeing right here is between Windy and Lukas. So without further ado, I just need to actually, before we do, just need to enable that. Right click, and then we've got Ludicrous Zoom. We're all good to go. And let's do this. Hopefully everything's good. Somebody mentioned that my I wasn't very in sync. The audio wasn't in sync. Not too sure if that's all sorted, if I look okay, if it's all good. Unfortunately, the chat box won't be working on screen, so we're going to get rid of that. Just bear with me because it's all linked to my main channel. So we're just going to remove that one right there. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's get into this. So this is the first game between Lukas and Windy, round of 32 on the UEC Spring 2022 tournament. And on the right-hand side of the map here, playing in the yellow, we have Lukas. Perfect sort of match for the Chinese flag. And on the left side of the map here, we have Windy playing as the Ethiopians in the cyan. Now, I actually casted on the FPL Winter Tournament of 2021. I casted a great game that Windy played as the Ethiopians, and it was really enjoyable to watch. And I'm hoping we're going to be seeing some more action from a Civ that you don't normally see. I don't normally see this Civ on the ladder. To be honest, I don't normally see the African Civs that much personally. So this is going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to this. Lukas is playing one of my favorite Civs, my main Civ, you could say, China. A very, very strong Civ. I do love yellow. I might actually have to change my colors to like yellow and cyan. I mean, it looks great, doesn't it? Look how vibrant the yellow looks. Really, really nice. So soon we'll be able to see the decks and see what these guys are going for. FPL was in 2022, not 21. Yeah, but it was like, it was winter 2022, wasn't it? But do you call it winter 2022 when it's Jan and Feb? Maybe that was, I don't know. Do you call that winter 20 or winter 21? I don't know. Maybe winter. Yeah, I know it was in 2022. I'm glad to see you recovered, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Happy to see you, Widgie. Thank you. Was worried about you. Oh, no, there's no need to be worried about me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I've been doing a lot of landscaping in the garden today, and I'm absolutely knackered. My hands and my arms are so sore. My back's aching a bit as well, but I managed to get done what I needed to. So anyway, let's have a look at what Lukas is up to here. Going to be going for the village and TP opening. Now, one of the most popular openings, you can either go for that or the double village. Sometimes you can be super greedy and go for 3 villages, depending on what kind of wood you get. And we do see here, he's got the export deck. So hopefully we're going to be seeing the T-Export in use. I really love using the T-Export, especially when you switch it to the Russians. And when you switch to the Russians, it means that you get the blockhouse very early on, and you can use that for all sorts. You can use that defensively for a naked FF. You can use it aggressively to get it out on the map, just like Russia does. And the great thing about the blockhouse with the Chinese is that you can train everything from it. So it's really, really crazy. And I love going for the Russian play. Now, Ethiopia, I don't know too much about the African Civs. I played them when they released. I'm not fully sort of with Ethiopia and how they work. I know Hausa more than Ethiopia. So I'm going to be a little bit rusty with Ethiopia here. But we do see the first card coming in for Windy is the Trinity, which is 2 villages and an Aben. Now, the Aben is the unit that can build those little, I don't know what they're called. They're called like little monasteries on the gold mine, and they can collect gold for you. So we're going to see how Windy plays this, whether we're going to be seeing some Age 2 action from Lukas as well. Are we going to be seeing that? Not too sure. We do see the export card is now coming in, which is good to see. Mr. Merlin saying, WTF, what is this channel? Would you just make it up, go with the flow, say you know everything about the Civ makes the cast better? No, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know, that I do know a lot about the game. I may not be very good at the game. And if you guys know from Discord, from my Discord channel, I have been moaning recently. I've been really trying to get into Russia and play them, and I've just been losing a lot. And when I mean a lot, my elo is like 1200 right now. So it is pretty embarrassingly low. And but I do know a lot about the game. Got a lot of knowledge about the game. Strategies with pretty much every civilization. So casting is really enjoyable for me, and I have that sort of knowledge. So we can see here from Lukas, he is getting into the next stage. Summer Palace, very defensive spot, really, really nice. It's really, really close to the TC. I see a lot of people do this now, and it's a nice little placement there, and we can see the consulate also being put down. It's going to be interesting to see what Lukas allies with his consulate. Is it going to be Russia? Is it going to be French? If it's the French, it could be a naked FF. Because with the French, you get the 500 wood shipment that you can get when you're going from age 2 to 3. That can be really nice. So it's going to be really interesting to see what goes on there. And if we have a look at Windy, let's have a look at the deck again. Because not huge, I don't really know too much about Ethiopia, but their deck hasn't really changed too much since I played Ethiopia, to be honest. You've got the good old Big Benny here. That's an amazing card. You can get that twice. You've got the Sudanese allies here, which are the Dervish. They throw knives. They're skirmisher unit. We've got the Shuttle Warriors, which are pretty much like the Chimus and the Coyote Runners. So we do see the Sudanese age up happening now for Windy. And pretty much everyone over to wood. Switching out now. Got enough wood needed. Native embassy coming out. And a mountain monastery builder, which is that one which I mentioned where the Abans can collect gold from. And the war camp is also being built now. So perfect macro there from Windy. And what do we see? We do see the Russian coming up, but we do see the 700 coin. So it looks like it's going to be a naked FF for Lukas going straight into that 700 coin. And you can do this. You can go for the blockhouse even if you're going for a naked FF, because the blockhouse is a great defensive building. You know, it basically acts as both an outpost and a barracks. And you've got fire from both the blockhouse and the TC. Really nice. Herding is a little bit off here, so hopefully Lukas can sort of tidy that up a little bit. It's sort of straying away a little bit there, but apart from that, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. And if we go back over to Windy here, already training some Dervish from the native embassy. And what do we see? A couple of houses going down. Looks like he's just got he's pretty much sold a few of his cattle here for wood. So he's bought some wood with it, I think, because that's definitely a huge jump there. And we do see the 700 influence now coming in. And I think when you're with the native embassy, you recruit your units for influence, I believe, if that's right. I can't remember. I'm not too sure. We do see Gascania coming in now and Dervish. So that's basically a good heavy infantry and light infantry or skirmisher composition. And I remember these bad boys right at the start and how OP Gascania were. But they've definitely been nerfed since then. Interesting thing that we see Lukas doing, actually, is that he's got himself 2 TPs. Very interesting. Don't normally see that. So there is a bit of a commitment there to go for that extra TP. I imagine he must have chopped that in transition when he was getting into H2. And now we do see 700 wood straight off the back of 700 gold. So guys, this is a really good thing. If you want to learn China and you like to play FF style and you've maybe played Spain before or something like that, just do this pretty much every game, you know, especially if you're learning China. Do a naked FF, you know, you don't have to do the whole H2, Old Han or Standard Army, Mongolian play. That's what I personally like. Really, really enjoyable. Get stuck in very early. But you can just do this, you know. You can go for the good old 700 gold, 700 wood. And we can see a porcelain tower. So going a little bit greedy here, going for more of an economic play here. And only building with 4 vills as well, which is something interesting to see as well. Normally you put maximum vill You see, I think it's 7 vils, if I remember. But we only see 4 on there. And some of the market upgrades now coming in with that 700 wood. By the way, guys, if you need me to see anything, just sort of highlight it to me in chat. If there's anything that you want to ask me specifically around this cast, I am keeping my eye on the chat. So now we see the switch to German allies, and this is very common. You can either do switch to German allies, or the British is pretty good as well. That gives you a HP boost. But we do see German allies coming in, so looks like Lukas wants to benefit from cheaper banner armies, and that's exactly what it does. And the Porcelain Tower is going to be coming up very shortly. And let's have a look at Windy here. Windy staying age 2. He's now, Jesus, that's actually changed a lot since I last saw him. So he's coming up with a really strong timing attack here. 19 Geskenya, 11 Sudanese Dervish on the way. And this is going to be a pretty hard-hitting attack, and I'm going to be really interested to see how Lukas deals with this. Lukas now reacting with 10 Arquebusiers. Let's have a look at his vision. He's lost that TP, so he knows exactly what composition Windy has gone for. And I think he's got the Porcelain Tower on wood. Yep, that's pretty much the go-to. The Porcelain Tower is so strong. The minute you put that thing on wood, you don't have to worry about wood at all. You know, that will provide you with your villages. That will provide you with any extra market upgrades. It's a really nice building, but it can be quite a greedy option, especially if you think you're going to get rushed. His timing is too slow. Why is he going for TPs? Need to push China. Yeah, that's always the thing, isn't it? You know, you always get caught out by TPs. They're always just so inviting to siege down and get a bit of XP, but it really does waste time in the grand scheme of things. And now Lukas is starting to get the Chinese death ball rolling. He's got Territorial Army coming in. A great standard one to go for. It's not the standard army, but it is a standard age 3 one to go. The thing that I hate about it is the Changdao, man. I just hate trying to move the Changdao around and use them. I'm just not a huge fan of them, to be honest. I do prefer the Forbidden Army. I love massing up the Forbidden Army. Once you've got like 20 cav, it's insane. It's insane. By the way, welcome Kaiser Klein. Welcome. GK Shaman. What's up, dude? Got some big names in chat, so welcome, guys. Glad you could join me. And we do see now Lukas pushing forward with this beautiful yellow army here of a front of 16 Arquebusiers. And what is Windy doing about it? Windy has actually just got into age 3 himself. He's getting an Arsenal wagon down, and he has put a forward war camp. Is he going to be losing that? I'm not too sure. That's kind of a forward one to go for. He's got 9 Shuttle Warriors on the way. And he's managed to get his armory down. And it looks like he's probably going to just be sticking with the composition of Gascania and Dervish here. Shitter Warriors. The Shuttle Warriors aren't too bad, are they? Oh, that war camp's going, yeah. That's 100% gone. And now Lukas with the big old Fire Meteor Hammer shipment. Such a great shipment. I really love this one. And you can see, look, this Porcelain Tower being on wood, right? There's no need for anyone to be on wood. Look at this macro. It's pretty much, you know, 60, 70% on food and the rest on gold. That's pretty much all you need to do. And you just need to start pumping units. It's as easy as that. And I think he's pretty much creating all of this just off of one blockhouse at the moment. But I imagine very shortly he'll be wanting to build another barracks so that he can start getting a few more troops in. A little bit of a score gap now. We've got 33 vils for Lukas. Windy only on 24. I imagine it does count the Abans as well. It looks like he's just continuing to create elite Gascenia. And is he going to be getting the Sebastopol? Is he going to be getting the big boy mortar? You can see he's got a couple of the Shuttle, not Shittle, the Shuttle Warriors. And they're coming in. They're actually... oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I thought the Shuttle Warriors were basically like Cav, but they're actually got a bonus against just any infantry. That's recent. Is that a change? I thought they were very similar to the Chimu and to Coyote, where they're good against light infantry and they're okay against Cav in numbers. But it looks like the Shuttle Warrior here has actually got a bonus just against infantry. So... I thought that too. Yeah, interesting. All right. Yeah, I thought they were just like another reskin pretty much of Coyotes, but it looks like they're not. The big boy mortar, the fat boy. Fat boy's coming in, no fat shaming. The Sebastopol mortar is on the way. Now, if you can micro this bad boy well enough, it can be extremely good for you. I just love this unit. I just love it. It just looks nuts, doesn't it? I mean, just look at it. Look at that chonk. Absolute thick. Thick boy mortar is rolling round, and I think this is going to be Windy's opportunity now to start pushing out, see what he can do. But look at Lucas's mass already coming to a fold. We see all the iron flails, the meteor hammers. Look at them all there. A real ton of, a sea of yellow actually coming in. And we do now see the Changdao swordsman shipment coming in. And it looks like it's all just territorial army for now. And this is really good. Putting a forward village here, nice. Trying to secure some of the map. Pushing the hunts back so he can try and get some hunts for himself, which is nice to see. And it looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit of a showdown here. This is quite a substantial army from both sides, to be honest. But to be honest with you, the iron flails have, and I think it's both the iron flails and the meteor hammers, have a ranged attack. So they don't actually have to be sat next to the artillery piece. So they can really snipe artillery units pretty well. So we're going to see how this goes down right now. Sebastopol mortar is going to be the thing that Lukas wants to take out. He's just going to go straight for it. Cav is going round. The switch is happening. Gaskenia trying to get stuck in. The Shottle Warriors trying to see what they can do, but a couple of the Cav are going to be able to make contact, and that mortar is going to be going down very shortly, and it does. But unfortunately, Lukas has pretty much sacrificed all of his Cav. So that's all of his Cav gone, and the Arquebusiers are just going to see if they can do enough here. I'm not entirely sure if it is going to be enough. Cav still getting stuck in. Those Shottle Warriors, remember, they don't have bonuses against Cav. They just have bonuses against infantry. And now they're making contact with the Arquebusiers. And, you know, it's kind of neck and neck here, to be honest with you. Lukas did sacrifice pretty much all of his Cav, and the Sebastopol mortars did go down. We do see the Abans here trying to do some healing. But it looks like Lukas has managed to hold, and he has defended his village with honor. 737 HP left. And a nice little skirmish there. I like that. What do we see here from Lukas? Intervention is coming in. Now, what is he on? He is on Germany. So is he going to be getting some dops? Some doppies? See another village being built on the north part of the map as well. And the War Academy, War Academy is going down. It's probably the best thing to do, because when you start to really build up your economy and you're not spending it, you can see there's not a lot of spending going on. It's best to get another War Academy down. So we do see a coin trickle coming in from the German consulate. And what was that? Oh, there it is. There it is. There, the Zweihanders. So the Zweihanders, there's 5 of them here. Pretty much just your dops. And that is what he's got from his consulate. He's actually just stayed on Germany, which is really interesting. Normally, I don't see that. I normally see, if you're going for an FF style China, normally see the Brit consulate being used. So I don't know if he is going to be switching out of that, but he seems to still be staying on the German consulate there to get those cheaper banner armies. Let's have a look at Windy here. Haven't looked at Windy too much. We do have a shipment now of, what was that? That was the 9 or 8 Gaskenia shipment. He's pretty much going all out on troops in Age 3, as you can see. He's gone the Shottles, double Gaskenias, and he's gone for the Sebastopol. He's got the Neftenias here, which are a skirm unit. Don't know whether he's going to be going for that. But he's got the 15 Sudanese here as an option, but he hasn't got enough influence just yet. And he's continuing to make the Shottle Warriors. But there is a lot of Cav here now for Lukas. So Lukas really going with the Cav. And once again, Windy is knocking on Lucas's door. And is he going to be able to secure this village now? Last time he couldn't. But there it is. It does go down. And Lukas is looking in a bit of an interesting situation. He is ending relations now. So I imagine he's going to be switching up to the Brit consulate, which is nice. Iron troops would be good. Yes, they would. Iron troops are absolutely insane. We do not see that in the deck. We do have Manchus only, which might have not been the best thing for Lukas to go. But here we go. We're getting stuck in. Cav are just going to go straight onto the Shuttle Warriors, and I think the Chinese Cav is going to win overall against that. They are going to be trying to back off a little bit. Gascagna are just going to be absolutely raining down upon the Cav, which is the best thing for Windy here. Arquebusiers are going to try and do as much as they can, but the Shuttle Warriors are actually managed to just get round and get stuck in to the Arquebusiers, and here they go, slicing and dicing. And there's a lot of Gascagna left, and this is not looking good for Lukas now. Windy doing a great job here. Those Shuttle Warriors absolutely clearing up. Look at that. All that yellow on the floor. Damn. Absolutely, just absolute destruction. And these are actually shock infantry. Lukas saying, haha, what? He did not anticipate that level of Shuttle Warriors. And I think that haha what is potentially a GG, I believe. Where did I go wrong here? I killed your mortar, says Lukas. And a big lull from Windy. Wow, Windy taking no prisoners. Lull what? Windy with the lull. I don't understand this game anymore, says Lukas. Oh no. No, where was my mistake? Yeah, like he made too much cav, and it wasn't useful because the Shuttle Warriors are essentially a cav unit. So they're if we have a look here, they are a shock infantry unit. So that you basically treat them as cav, right? So what he needed to go was he just needed to go Arquebusier Changdao. That's all he needed to do. I think he invested too much in cav, in the flail hammers and the meteor hammers. They did a great job at dealing with the mortar. But I think at that point he should have stopped and he should have just continued to make more territorial army, and that probably would have been the better thing, I think, overall. Yeah, you just need to practice, especially against like DL civs. It can be annoying. It can be annoying. Hey, Laplace, welcome, dude. This is Jesus, sup man, sup Revnak. I think China should be fine versus this. It was more about Lucas's composition choice. Yes, I think it was okay initially in the first skirmish. But I think after that, he should have maybe switched it up and realized that the Shuttle Warriors are basically cav. You've got to treat them as cav. And going Iron Flail, Meteor Hammer against all of that was not that effective. And Windy just had a lot of Gascagna, to be honest with you. He had a lot of Gascagna. Okay, guys. So let's have a look at a couple of timelines. I'm not going to touch too much upon this, but we do see the eco here. Lukas kicking off because of that porcelain tower, really helping with the eco, which is really, really nice. Which is awesome to see. And let's have a look at Vils. I don't think Vils... Villager population. Yeah, we can see obviously Lukas a lot higher. The Abans... Villager, like, really low. I mean, I think he must have got a raid here. I didn't actually see that. 27 down to around 21. But really not a lot of Vils for Windy there. So really going pure out on the military shipments, and I'm not too sure why the villager amount was so low. That's crazy. Okay, guys. So that is 1-0 to Windy. So we're just going to be updating the scorecard here. There we go. And we're going to be getting into the next game. I'm just going to have a quick drink, talk amongst yourselves. And how many people are in the stream? We've got 34 strong viewers. Welcome, everyone. I know it's an interesting time.
Tremble, human.
Hey, we've got a follow from the Blueberry. Is that the Blueberry? I think that was through United Empires. I'm not too sure. I don't really know. It might be on my channel. So apologies if that did come through. Let's go for the next game. Okay, right. So this is a very interesting one. We have another very interesting civ. And away we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second game between Lukas and Windy on the UEC Spring 2022 tournament. It is a $200 prize pool. And the previous game, we saw Lukas go with the Ethiopians. Sorry, no, Lukas go with the Chinese. Windy go with the Ethiopians, and now it's sort of switching over. We got Lukas with the native civ here, playing as the Aztecs in the yellow on the left side of the map. And on the right side of the map, we have Windy playing as the Japanese in the cyan. So, Japan, a very sort of strong civilization, eco very strong as well. I've been seeing some strange sort of metas with Aztec recently, with the whole warrior build where you max your warrior priests and then you can produce warriors from them and all this sort of stuff. I don't know whether we're going to be seeing that. Are we going to be seeing some real Age 2 play from Lukas here? He went for a naked FF last time. Are we going to be seeing some Age 2 play that we like to see? A good old forward war hut. I mean, this map is pretty good for it. They're pretty close together, so you could definitely sit a war hut on top here, for example. That would be quite nice. So many things could happen here. Apologies for that. I just had to get some, just had to have a beverage there. A big old gulp. Because I tell you what, talking pretty much non-stop, guys, can be very, what's the word? Taxing on your voice. So let's have a look at the deck, shall we? Let's focus on Lukas first, playing as the Aztecs. He's gone for a land deck. Very sort of standard, nothing too crazy here. Got a good array of unit shipments in H2. And 3 warrior priests. And let's have a look at Age 3. Age 3, a little bit more unusual. Got the smoking mirror that I normally see quite a bit. I never really use this, but I guess it can be pretty good. It really buffs your war chief. And we do have the good old 3 coin shipment units here. These are absolutely crazy, guys. You know, you spend 500 coin and you not only get 12 slingers, for example, but you get like a permanent upgrade to them as well. So that's really, really nice. And you've got the same for your Coyote runners and your Eagle runner knights. So that's really nice. I don't think this is going to be a Skull Knight Age 2, Age 4 sort of thing. We've only got 1 Skull Knight shipment in Age 4. I don't think we're going to be seeing that. But who knows? Who knows? Okay. Let's have a look at Windy here playing as Japanese. Let's have a look at the deck. 1v1. And once again, very sort of standard. Most of this is pretty standard, nothing unusual. We do see the close combat card in Age 3, which makes the Ashes insane against Cav in hand combat. And of course the Way of the Bow as well, the Yumi upgrade. So Windy now aging up, going for the Torii Gates. So I'm seeing Torii Gates more and more, rather than the sort of Shrine Boom that you normally see. So the Torii Gates here is going to be most likely offering quite a lot in Age 2 for you. So normally when you see the Torii Gates, most of the time it means that, you know, the Japanese player wants to play a bit of Age 2 rather than just going straight to Age 3. And what do we see here from Lukas? Going for the 700 wood. Straight after the 3 Vils. Aha! Yes, ladies and gents. We see a forward war hut coming down, which is great to see. So, yep, we're going to be seeing some Age 2 pressure here. And we're going to see how Windy deals with this. I'm normally pretty successful when I play Aztec against the Japanese. But we're going to see how Lukas plays this. We immediately see Windy reacting with some walls, although Windy actually hasn't even seen that there is a war hut being built here, but he's immediately suspecting some sort of Age 2 pressure, and he's going straight for some walls. We can see here. Get your war hats. Get your war hats. There's a war hut coming down. That's it. That's it. Okay, so let's have a look at Lukas here. Is he going to be going for an eco shipment, 5 Vils first, or is he going to be diving straight into units? That's the thing. Sometimes it's quite nice to go 3. I sometimes go 3 Vil, then I go 3 warrior priests, and I try and get 5 warrior priests. Once I've got 5, I normally go for the... there's a temple card that I go for that looks like Lukas hasn't gone for. But it looks like he's going to be going straight for unit cards. He's got 9 slingers on the way, and he is going to be training some spearmen as well. Very high siege damage. One of the highest siege damage units in Age 2. And that's hopefully going to be able to deal with all the walls that Windy is putting up here. Windy now going for getting a barracks down, going for 600 wood, and Vils straight off the bat. After that, he's going to be probably getting some market techs as well. And how many shrines does he put down? He's only got 4 shrines. So yeah, not going eco-heavy on the shrines. Don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Probably a good thing, because if he did, they'd probably get sniped down by Lukas. He'd probably find them. And what is Lukas doing here? Lukas needs to make this happen, because he's 1 game down, so he really needs to make this work. And that's 14 slingers now and a 4 Puma Spearman push. Now, I'm not too sure what age up Lukas went for. I can't remember whether he went for the fast age up or not. But we do see the walls are going to be coming down. And Lukas really wants to get in here. And Yumi's probably a pretty good answer. Luckily, there's no Coyote runners just yet. But I say that, Coyote runners are in queue for Lukas. And here they come. So I imagine Windy should probably maybe think about getting an Ashigaru shipment coming out, potentially. At some point, he is going to continue to make Yumi. I think Yumi's probably the best thing, to be honest. But that is a lot of units there. That is a lot of units. And now Lukas is going for the 600 wood. So he's not going for a unit shipment anymore, going for that 600 wood. And he's just got all Vils on food right now. He needs to maybe switch up that macro a little bit, unless he's going for the big button. He hasn't gone for the big button yet, which gets you the Jaguar Warriors. I don't know whether that's what he's doing. Maybe. Now he's actually managed to get into the base. Going to try and see what he can do. Picking off the Explorer. Nice XP there. 135 XP for him. And he's going to be trying to snag the other one. Another 135 XP. Beautiful. Absolute steal there. And those Yumis are going to try and do as much as they can do. Coyote runners are going to try and see if they can get stuck in now. But there's just not enough yet. He's just very, very close. He just hasn't got that critical mass yet to actually get stuck in and do what he needs to do. But he's going to try and see if he can nab a Vil. Unfortunate there. Coyote runners are going to see what they can do. But now the Ashigaru actually comes through. Managed to get 5 Ashi from the home city. And, you know, this is when Lukas is going to be in a bit of a sticky situation here now, because yes, Lukas has managed to take out quite a few. He's taken both Explorers down. He's taken a few Shrines down. Is that enough, though? That's the ultimate question. Look at these sentries, man. Look at how they're holding their stakes. Very strange. Tori gives more XP for like everything you do. Build buildings, kill units, etc. Only kill the units by TC. Don't give XP. I tried it. Okay, so we've got a remass here for Lukas. He's got a remass, and he's now also getting 5 Coyote runners as well. So he's pretty much macroing just food and wood. Pretty much majority of Vils on food. He's got a couple on wood. He's pretty much just been spending the wood on units, I think. I don't know. Does he have a market? He doesn't. He doesn't have a market yet to get any sort of tech. He's fully invested in just getting troops. And now it's going to be a little bit more tricky, because that's a pretty good wall placement, allowing the Yumis just to do what they need to do. And they are going to try and get stuck in, and that's 1 Yumi gone down by the slingers. And that is a lot of Coyote runners, actually. Geez, that is actually quite terrifying. So Windy needs to really... He is getting another batch of 5 Ashis, but continuing to make Yumis. Now, I don't know whether he's made too many here, because that is a lot of Coyotes. And I think they're going to make the plunge. I mean, that's 20 Coyotes now. He's got a good mass, and he's just going to get stuck in. I think he's just going to go for it and do what he needs to do. And that is absolutely just devastating. And the slingers are going to try and do what they can against the Ashigarus. And this is looking pretty damn good for Lukas here. And the Vils are trying to do what they can. And it's always a good sign when you see Vils just attacking. And Coyote Runners are just chopping through those Vils, trying to get down as many as possible. Windy, only 23. And there is the GG from Windy. Whoa, we got a decider. First matchup that I've casted. Actually, second one I've casted on the tournament. And we've got a decider. That is what we love to see. Fantastic. Yeah, the matchup is definitely very difficult for Japan. Yes. Let me just bear 1 second, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and update that. And there we go. Wow. What a game. And let's just have a quick look at the post-game. Military unit population here. Lukas doing a good job. Really getting stuck in and just continually producing units just off of 700 wood and 600 wood. That's how easy it was. I don't know what age up he went for, but he did age up at... no, he aged up... Let me have a look here. Lukas. Yeah, Lukas aged up at 326. So I think he went for fast age up. He must have done. To get in there at 326. Yeah, he must have gone for a fast age up, which is unusual because normally it's advised you don't go fast age up when you play Aztec. You go for the slow and then you've got the fast age up available. You go for the that new card. I can't remember the new card that reduces the time, but Lukas didn't have that, so he just went straight for a fast stage up and pretty much very all in, you know, and did it. Cow Macaque. That's it. Normally it's advised that you go for a slower age up that gets your War Heart. You go for the Cow Macaque card as your second card. That gets you a Warrior Priest as well. And then you can get a 3 Warrior Priest card when you age up, and you'll have a total of 5 Warrior Priests. And then from that, you can then have a bit more of a stronger eco behind you. And also with those Warrior Priests, it'll really help you get XP quicker in the long term, all that sort of stuff. But, you know, you don't need to. You can see there that Lukas did a great job. And yeah, awesome. Right, let's get into the decider match. Just going to have a quick drink, guys, and then we'll get into the next game. Yes, Lukas counterpicked, yeah. Yeah, because the person that lost the previous game gets to pick their civ last. That makes sense. So because Lukas lost the first game, he had the opportunity to then see what Windy was going to pick, and then he counterpicked. So now the tables are turned, Windy gets to now counterpick, and we're going to see how it goes. Yeah, I think Windy made too many Yumis. I think he should have started making Ashis, and he didn't really have a lot of shrines as well. He didn't really commit too many shrines, but I can imagine if you're going against Aztec, you're most likely going to be rushed, so maybe that was the right call. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the decider game, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gents, to the decider game between Lukas and Windy, round of 32 on the UEC Spring 2022 tournament. And there's a $200 prize pool at stake. And the games have been pretty interesting, you know. We are 1-1 here. And on the bottom left part of the map, we have Windy playing as the good old Brits, one of the most popular civs at the moment, and also one of the strongest civs. And he is going to be up against Lukas, of course, playing as the Japanese this time. So Windy played as the Japanese in the previous game, and now the roles have reversed. So let's see how Lukas does in this game, and see if he can bag the win, see if he can get it. Who knows? This is such a great map as well. I think this is Florida, isn't it? This is one of my favorite maps. I do enjoy this map quite a lot for some reason. I just like it. I like the area over here. I think it's really, really cool. Just nice little sort of marshland, sort of swampy area. I like it. Option to go on the water as well. And there are whales in this. So you've got 1 whale, 2 whale. There's 3 whales. Wait, 4. Jesus, got 4 whales. So there's an opportunity there to go on the water. Whether or not any of them do, who knows? Who knows? So by the way, just want to let you guys know there's a good strong viewership. We've got about 40 people in, so welcome everyone. I know it's kind of an unusual time for a lot of people in Europe. It is quite late for me. It's getting about 11:30 in the evening. And what I'm hoping is we will... I did say that I'll try and cast 2 more matchups, but I think I'll only be able to cast the second matchup today because I didn't know that these games... I didn't know that this would be going to Decider, you know? And also it took a while for me to get the stream all sorted out, so... But anyway, we've got 3 fishing boats starting. That's quite common for Japan if you do have water. Going for 3 fishing boats first. We do see that. And that's pretty much the only thing that's really changed. This is extremely standard, very standard. So guys, if you want to get into Japan and you want to know what deck you need and you've got a water map like this, just copy this, you know, very, very, very standard. You got the Yumi Archer attack and Ashigaru attack here along with, I mean, the thing is with these double shipments, it just allows Japan to stay in Age 2 even longer, you know? Like with normal civs, you'll run out of shipments. You know, you just run out and then you've just got to age or you've got to do something. But with Japan, you have all these extra shipments. Let's have a look at Windy here playing as the Brits. Go obviously with the double manors here, double manor houses. Hasn't gone for ATP. And we do not see the Greenwich time. I think the Greenwich time card was quite gimmicky. I think it didn't really matter whether you went Greenwich time, whether you used it or not. But I think... Overall, I think not a lot of Brit players actually use the Greenwich time anymore. I rarely see it in decks now, to be honest with you. Are we going to see a VC boom? I don't think so. We don't see a TP opening, so it's probably just going to be a normal style. We got the governor. There you go. That's pretty much 95% of the time. We see the governor, which gets you an outpost. It gets you 200 gold. And most of the time, you can either stick that defensively or you can stick it out on the map. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing. We see a Vil here, herding in, grabbing that hunt. And I think we're going to be seeing some sort of Age 2 play, potentially. We're going to be seeing maybe a double Rax outpost. Who knows? And we're going to see how Lukas can deal with that if that is the case. And we see the Toshogu Shrine. Okay, so we've got the different opening here. More of an eco opening with the Toshogu. And it's a good placement. You've got the turkeys here. They're going to be going over to it. And we've got the Portuguese consulate, of course, as well, which is a clear sign. And we've got the water wheel coming in. So all hands on deck to produce wood, which is all good for the shrine booming, which we're going to be seeing. So we're going to be seeing a shrine boom here. And I think that's probably one of the best plays, to be honest, if you're against Brit, if you're Japan. Try and shrine boom against their mana boom. Now, is Windy going for a full mana boom? That's the question. I don't think so. But you never know. He obviously isn't going for the VC. But we see now a few Vils being peeled off, coming onto food. Outpost wagon is out. And we do see immediately a barracks going down with that wood chopped in transition. Looks like we're going to be seeing some sort of Age 2 play here. And Lukas nearly finished with the age up. How many shrines on? 6 shrines. GMT isn't good. To be honest, this Brits just rush Japan hard. Only makes sense for Age 3 fast. If I play Japan to deal with Brit, I'd like 3 fishing boats and Kami. Yeah, there is no Kami in here. There's no Heavenly Kami. We don't see that. We do see now all the Vils pretty much moving straight over to food exclusively. And the shrines have been tasked to wood now as well, which is just going to really help continually build those shrines. We see a barracks going down as well. And we got another 600 wood on the way as well, which is going to help with more shrines, market upgrades, all that good stuff. And what do we see from Windy here? We do see an opening of longbows coming out. And we had a 700 wood, 600 wood. This is like very, very standard now. Like this is sort of something that Revnak does. A key player, one of the best players of the Brits. We see this sort of double racks, 700 wood, 600 wood, go for the governor. It's very sort of straightforward, very clean build. It's not too complicated, but it's extremely hard hitting and it's devastating, you know, but it's not too difficult to pull off, which makes Brits quite a popular pick for most players because their build orders are relatively straightforward. They're not too difficult to get a hold of. So we do see now Musks on the way. And it looks like, I mean, there's nobody switching over to gold just yet. We just got pretty much everyone on food and wood. Let's have a look at Lukas now. Lukas going for a bit more of an eco shipment, going for those 4 vils. So went 600 wood, then 4 vils. 27 villagers for Lukas, 26 for Windy. So keeping up. And he's obviously also got the shrines as well. So he's doing pretty good there with his eco. Windy going to be rattling the cage of Lukas here, seeing if he can take down that shrine, which he's going to be able to do. Just pure longbow on the way. Is this the answer to Japan? Just longbow, longbow, longbow? We're going to be seeing longbow against Yumi here. Looks like Lukas has opted for just pure Yumi. No Nagis or any sign of stables or anything like that from Lukas here. That's what I would be afraid of if I was Windy, if there was going to be some sort of cav come out of nowhere, but we don't see that. Another 4 villages on the way for Lukas. So really investing heavily in eco, playing quite defensively, not going to be pushing out, just going to be continuing to build those shrines. And Windy now getting 6 musketeers. Going to be starting to go down the unit shipment route. Might be getting some longbow as well. Who knows? Remember, the Yumi range is only 18. Longbowmen have 22 range. So they can easily outrange the Yumis. And they're actually faster as well. Their fire rate is actually faster. They have an interesting sort of, what's the word, animation. But they do fire like incredibly fast as well, the longbowmen. Okay, now what do we see? We do see further longbowmen coming in on the way. And it's going to be a mix of musketeer and longbow now for Windy. Lukas continuing just to create musketeers, and he's building his shrines. He's still got all of the shrines tasked on wood, and he's just constantly making them in the background when he can. A second barracks is going down now as well. And he is really struggling against those longbowmen. I don't know whether he's going to need some Nagis. He might need some Nagis here to deal with these longbow, because the Yumis are outranged. The Ashis are just going to get taken out as well by them. And Windy is getting a lot of bang for his buck here from them. And we see further reinforcing units. And that is 600 coin on the way now for Lukas. And maybe that is the next step. Maybe he needs to build a stables. He's got 600 coin coming in. Nagis are extremely expensive, 100 food and 100 gold. So we'll see. Trying to just do a little bit of poking from both sides here, and he is going to be losing his consulate, which is a real shame. This is really unfortunate for Lukas. He's trading quite badly here. Both players poking a little bit. But he really wants to get rid of those longbowmen, but there's just so many of them. You know? So many longbowmen. 23 stand. And, you know, Windy feeling pretty confident here. His musketeers just wandering around, trying to take some of the fire from the longbowmen, I think, maybe. We do see sentries have been called. And another further irregulars have been called now as well. And it's looking pretty good for Windy, to be honest. I mean, he's doing well with his longbowmen, but I think overall Lukas has a pretty good eco behind him. You've got to bear that in mind. 39 vils against Windy's 37, but he does also have all the shrines. You've got to remember that. He's got 9 shrines producing wood as well, or coin, sorry, at 0.43 a second. So, and that is going to go to, that is the stables that Lukas needs. So hopefully he can get that stables up, and he has now managed to, which is good news. And he's got a Yumi shipment coming in. And what's Windy up to? Windy looking pretty good once again. Like, hasn't really maxed the manor houses like ridiculously. He's just got 10 houses, and he's just decided to obviously invest in his army rather than create further manor houses. But I mean, looking just really good here. I mean, look at this. 28 musketeers, 19 longbowmen, and Lukas here is waiting for that Yumi shipment. He's got 5 coming out of his barracks as well. There they are. And the other one's going to be on the way very shortly. But I don't think it's enough. He's actually going to take the fight, which is quite surprising. He's got a stables here, but those Naggies are queued up. And is there enough time to get them out? He's going to really need them to pop. Otherwise, he's going to have no troops left. And the musketeers are moving forward. Naggies are here. What are they going to be able to do? I'm not too sure. He really needs to focus down those the musketeers. Lukas needs to focus them down with the Yumis. But I don't think it's enough. I think he maybe traded too much there. But you know what? It's not too bad. You've got to bear in mind, at the end of the day, Windy is fighting under the TC. And Lukas manages to hold. Scores are pretty even. 40 vils for Lukas. 45 now, for Windy. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. Lukas is winning. What do we see here? What do we see? Do see... Nobody's actually decided to go on water at all here. A lot of vils now switching over to wood. We've got pretty much like a split macro here. But we do have the age-old Brit problem, which is the hunting problem. And the hunt, what we do see here is over here. And he's pretty much exhausted all other hunts. Oh, no, he does have one down here. So he's still okay. He's got a turkey hunt down here, and he's got one in a little bit of a precarious place here. Lukas is going to be nabbing that. He's on 10 shrines. And a consulate being rebuilt here. And just pure Ashi and Nagi production on the way. So there's no sign really of Lukas looking like he wants to age up or anything like that. And it looks like Windy's just going to go back in. He's spotted that both these buildings are coming down. He wants to see what he can do. He's going to be pushing those longbow in again. Something that is really hard for Japan to deal with because of their range. And he is really going to need those Nagis. He's only got 2. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Only 2 coming out. He definitely needs to switch his shrines from wood. He's backing up so much wood. 700 wood now. And that's just a little bit too much. Pretty needs to switch that over to food. And there it is. Yep, he is doing it right now. And hopefully he can try and get some further Nagis out, because he's only got 2. He's deciding to build this concert at the back here because he keeps losing it. That's a fair thing, I guess. See, 3 shrines going down, total of 12 now. And Windy is struggling without food, to be honest. He's starting to struggle. He's moving his vils over to food. And what is going on here? What's this? What's this? Oh, no. Oh, no, that was so unfortunate. That was a complete misclick. That was 100% misclick right there. Or it was just terrible attack move bugging because they still haven't fixed it. They still have not fixed attack move. I swear it doesn't always work. Damn, that was... I would be so angry right now. Jesus Christ, that was really rough. That was really rough. But, you know, seems to be okay-ish for score. Not too bad. We do see another further Portuguese expeditionary company, which is going to be getting the crossbows. They're going to be coming out. very shortly that they are the Ordnance Besterios. That's how you pronounce it. Cherry Orchards down. Windy here is just pretty much going for 700 coin. There's not many other cards that he can go. I don't know whether he should have gone for the Musketeer damage upgrade. That might have been a bit better, I think. I mean, he's got 24 Musketeers. He could take advantage of that. I think going for the 700 coin, I mean, maybe he wants to age. Maybe he's thinking about aging. It might be a best bet because he is starting to run out of cards. Brick can't win. Look at score. Well, I don't think that necessarily means that he can't win just because their scores are even. I mean, there is a really unfortunate raid going on here. 2 Naggies are going to be doing a little bit of damage here. That's 2 Vilds down, which is not good for Windy here. So he really needs to get a hold of this. And I think that's going to be a 3rd Vild going down now as well. And needs to definitely deal with this. And he is going to be getting straight. He's going to be reacting to a great coat there. And now Japan's economy is going to just start to take off now. You can really see that happening. He's got 13 shrines now. They're all on wood right now. And you can see just how quick that wood is just to come in. Just with the shrines on it. And still not being able to get that full 5 batch there of Naggies. Only managing to get 3. He's got the Daimyo coming in now. And I think this is going to be his push. It's going to be Lucas's push very soon. I think he's feeling pretty good. We do see now the Age 3. So that 700 coin was for the Age 3. And it is the Adventurer. And it looks like 3 barracks. I can't believe there's 3 racks here. That's crazy. 3 racks with Longbowman all stacked up. Is he going to be able to get all 5 on each? Probably not. He doesn't have enough wood, I don't think. He is actually... Yeah, look, he's not. He's deciding to obviously go for the amalgamation. The coin upgrade. Pretty much he got all houses. He has got all houses. Fully popped now. So he's got all of his manor houses. 56 Vils against Lucas's 49. And now Lucas has got his Daimyo. I think he's itching to push forward here. 79 troops in total. Look at them all. We've got 25 Yumis. We've got 46 Ashis. And we've got a couple of Naggies as well on the way. But he has actually just run out of gold, I think. Yeah, he's moving all of his Vils over to gold, I believe. He's moving them over to that one over there. Not moving over to there. Moving to the one over in the corner. And here we go, pushing forward. Lucas is going to do it. He's going to get stuck in. I think the minute he knows that Windy is going Age 3, he's going to really be aggressive here. And the Naggies here peeling off, trying to deal with the Vils. That is super unfortunate as well. Those Vils, a lot of those are going to be going down because he hasn't got any sort of troops on this side to deal with them. And the Naggies are going to be finding a ton of Vils all chopping wood. And he has got into the Fortress Age. And now this could be Lucas's game here, really trying to deal with all these barracks here. If he can get all these 3 barracks down, he's going to be in a tricky situation. Windy is now going for the longbow upgrade, which sort of makes sense. And 2 Falcons are on the way. And now Lucas here. It's going to be getting stuck in. And here we go, guys. The Yumis are actually going to get some good trades here against the Musketeers. Naggies are trying to squeeze through here, seeing what they can do. We do have a connection there. Musketeers trying to do what they can, but the Yumis are trailing behind, trying to deal with them, trying to take them out as the upgrade. Yeah, the upgrade's come in for Windy now. Has Vet Longbowman, and he's still got a few seconds on the Falconet before he can do anything. He's got the Vet Musk upgrade now as well. And the 2 Falcons are here. Perfect timing. Tons of infantry available. Is he going to be able to do it? Or is Lucas just going to... Yeah, he's just going to right-click them. He's going to try and see what he can do. He's just going to get as close as possible. And is that sacrifice enough? I'm not entirely sure. He's got further Ashes coming down. And the longbowmen are trying to hold their position. Musketeers are doing what they can. We do now see 9 musketeers on the way for Windy, and Lukas is just continuing to create ashes. But this is kind of an interesting one. It's kind of hard to sort of say, to be honest, but Lukas still has a big sort of eco behind him. But, I mean, that's a lot of longbow. And they're both veteran upgraded as well. You've got to bear that in mind. He managed to get his upgrades in. And he's looking pretty good here. Under TC fire, he's doing well. He's got further 9 musketeers. And there it is. Lukas is going to have to make the retreat. And now a significant drop in score. And now Windy is on the offensive. He's looking good. He's in age 3. Lukas is not right now. Is he going to be trying to? I think he is. He's got all shrines on coin. He's trying to get there. He's trying to get into age 3. But if Windy can continue the pressure and try and take more of the map and do damage, Lukas is not going to be able to get there in time. Wrong choice to pursue. If he took the Raxes down and aged, lol, 3,000 resources that Lukas has, he could have pushed the Vils or just delete the FB. Yeah, I don't know why he did. He got quite carried away. I think he got a little bit too arrogant about it. I think he got a little bit too ahead of himself. To be honest with you, we do see a couple of Naggies trying to come in on the left side here, doing a really good job at actually raiding Vils. He's taking quite a few Vils down just with a couple of Naggies, which is nice. So and the Japanese actually still doing a pretty good job. Lukas still clearing up actually, which is pretty darn good, and that's not good for Windy now because he's got to remass and he's got to put some pressure on before Lukas ages, because he knows that Lukas is going to be aging very soon. I say that he's actually got no coin. What's happened? What's happened to his macro? Oh my god, this is absolutely brutal. Oh, 6 Naggies on the run after some settlers here. That is absolutely brutal for Windy. Down to 45. He's probably going to have about 38 Vils against Lukas's 54. And he is going to be worse off eco-wise, and that is absolutely brutal. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. So Lukas now managing to start to get some gold income. It kind of just stopped for a minute there, but I mean, look at all this food, these guys. So much food coming in. He's got the 3 fishing boats. He's got so many people on the cherry orchards. I'm not too sure what happens once you run out of those cherry orchards. I guess you just make farms, right? He's probably going to have to get another cherry orchard shipment very soon because he's only got this one left. 1,100 food on it, though. But I think Lukas is actually looking pretty good, even though he sort of did a very strange engagement. He didn't take the FB down. He went straight for the TC, got quite overconfident and lost quite a lot of troops. He is actually looking pretty darn good now. He's going to be getting into age 3. He's going for the Golden Pavilion. Very standard wonder to go in age 3. But will he get it up in time? That is the ultimate question. 8 Vils are on it. And Windy now rolling forward with 3 Falconets. But I mean, is this all he's got though?
Yes.
Oh, it's not looking good. It is not looking good. Windy really just does not have enough troops here. And the Falcons are going to try and do as much as they can. Why still 30 Vils on food? Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? Golden Pavilion. Is it going to get down? It's halfway there. Windy's just going to keep pushing forward. And I think, to be honest, Lukas is willing to sacrifice a few buildings. I don't know whether he's going to allow the Sepoyguy Shrine to be taken down so he can age. I don't know. But he is just waiting back here. Is he going to get the upgrade in before he moves in? Is he going to get like a Yumi upgrade before he actually decides to make the plunge? I mean, I probably would, but has he got enough time to do it? That's the ultimate question. We do see, though, a couple of cheeky Shinobus coming in, and there they are. They're going to start to hand attack the Falcons. And unfortunately, Windy has spotted it, and the Shinobus get absolutely battered. Unfortunately, didn't take a Falcon down. That's kind of funny, though. So the Japanese now getting the, disciplined Yumi Archer upgrade in. And I think he's probably just going to wait for that to come in. We do see the that was a Yamabushi. Yabusami, not Yamabushi. The Yabusami archers are coming in. Ashigaru and Yumi upgrades are in. So the minute he's got those, he's getting stuck in. Lukas has got to do it. Otherwise, he's going to lose so much. He's lost his TC. He's lost his stables. And he's just waiting now. He's just waiting around. That the Yabusami are going to be able to deal with the Falconets. They've got 7 times damage against artillery. So they are going to be getting stuck in. Yumis are upgraded. Needs to be careful though. He's actually getting a lot of volleys off here, which is doing a lot of damage. Actually taking down a lot of units. And the Nagis are just going to... Okay, they're just going to get stuck in, but they're going mainly against the Musketeers here, which is not ideal. But the Yabusamis are going to be going to work on the Falconets, and only one remains. We do have another one coming in, though, rolling in. Musketeers are just going to be trying to dispatch them. And I don't know, it's looking kind of neck and neck, but once again, though, the Yumis are just so powerful. You can see them absolutely clearing up those Musketeers. And they are running back to the Longbowmen, but I don't know. I don't know if it's enough. This is kind of a real struggle here because, I mean, look at Lukas's economy, though, compared to Windy. Windy's economy absolutely shot. 43 vils against Lukas's 57. He's on shrines. He's got 18 shrines. He's got them on food. He's got so much income. Maybe Brit needs to make Cav. Yeah, but I mean, you got the Yabusami, that's the problem. And you can see also now the Yamabushi is also being created now, which are really strong against cavalry. So I don't know. I don't think Cav's going to do too much. Yeah, I think the Yamabushi. I think what happened was, I mean, this is kind of silly here. Windy's gonna just lose these Hussars. They're not upgraded, and he's just rolled them straight into the Yumis, and the Yumis are going to be able to dispatch pretty much all of them before the main force arrives. And you can see the power of the Yumis here. Look how they dispatch these Musks, man. It's just disgusting. It's just, and there's the GG from Windy. That's such a shame. There it is, guys. Awesome decided game. Lukas versus Windy. Lukas takes the deciding game, leaving it 2-1 to him. So GG, well played to both players. That was really, really awesome. I really enjoyed all those games. They were actually really good. There weren't any boring matchups. And a lot of toing and throwing, a lot of skirmishing, which is really nice to see. But I think this one, Lukas probably could have ended this game earlier if he focused on the FB first and then aged up after that, rather than just walking straight into the TC. I think it was unfortunate Windy accidentally moved his units straight into Lukas's army, which was a real shame. But there we go, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. And that is 2-1 to Lukas. There we go. Yeah, 2-1 to Lukas. There we go, you guys. See military unit population here. 100 here for Lukas. And there's Lukas taken off there with the... Because successfully raiding those villas really helped him as well. And you can see the shrines just adding so much eco as well. Just soaring ahead. And then you can see the... where's the villagers? Villager population. There we go. Look, it's quite sad for Windy. All these raids that started occurring at around 13 minutes, just constantly nipping at the vills, and then he obviously then fell across the line, and this was a really awful raid here. You know, losing like nearly 20% of his villagers. Absolutely grim. Hey, Snub Kebab, how you doing, dude? Welcome. Well, to be honest, I thought I thought I would have been able to cast 2 matchups or maybe the 3, but it took me a lot longer to actually get on here and stream, so I don't know. Yeah, let's quickly go for it. We'll quickly get into the second matchup. What's the next matchup on my list? IamTurk versus Sepoyguy. Let's do it. We're going to do that one, and then we're going to leave it there, actually. So if we could... I don't know if the admins are here. If they could they change the title? So just remove Snub, Kebab, and Carbs game. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to cast that because I don't have enough time. I just don't have enough time. I've got to get to bed. I'm sorry, Snub Kebab. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It'll either be myself or someone else will be able to cast that for you, but it won't be me today. I'm sorry. Okay, just bear with 1 second. I've just got to update. Just got to update the banner. Just bear with 1 second, guys. This is IamTurk versus Sepoyguy, right? Yeah. Cool. Okay, guys, just going to have a quick swig of my drink and then we'll get into it. Okay. Let's do this. I'm quite excited. It's quite a good matchup. So let's do it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first game between IamTurk versus Sepoyguy. And this is the round of 32 of the UEC Spring 2022 Cup. And there's a $200 prize pool at stake. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this. I definitely am. What an interesting matchup we have right here. We have India versus Ethiopia. And on the right side of the map here, we have IamTurk playing as the Indians in the cyan. And on the left side of the map, we have Sepoyguy playing as the Ethiopians in the pink. So very similar sort of style to the previous game that we saw, or the previous matchup that we saw between Windy and Lukas. Windy playing as Ethiopia as well did quite a sort of terrifying 7-minute 30, 8-minute sort of timing attack with Gaskenya and Sudanese. Let's see if that is the case in this matchup. I probably suspect not because, I don't know, IamTurk might go quite defensive. He might go for a defensive aggro. I'm not entirely sure. But I've got to say, guys, I really think India is like such a sleeper civ, you know? A real sleeper civ, that's what I call them, you know? Very sort of underdog civ. Not many people talk about India too much, but they are extremely strong and enjoyable to play as well. I do really enjoy playing India. I might pick them up again. My main squeeze at the moment is China, and I'm sort of testing Russia at the moment, and I'm really not doing well. I'm losing a lot of elo playing as Russia, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong because I should enjoy them. I like a good Age 2 sort of play, but I don't know, man. There's something about them I just can't get my head round. I don't know. Maybe it's the quality of units. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a certain play style I just don't really know how to play. Who the hell knows? Anyway, enough of me. We do see 6 veals on wood here, pretty much right at the start here. Now, many people do all different things when they do their macro for India. Some people put all their veals on wood, and then once they've got the veals that they need, they move everyone off wood. But it looks like IamTurk has pretty much just kept 6 on for the entire time, and any new villager has obviously gone over to food. And I don't know why there's a lull there. IamTurk got 55 food there. Don't know why he lulled. Oh, sorry, no, Sepoyguy. I don't know why Sepoyguy lulled. Not too sure. Let's have a look at the decks. So we do see Kara. Not too sure what Kara means, but we do see distributivism. Pretty much always the go-to first card. And everything here, once again, looks very standard. Nothing too crazy. However, there are a lot of unit shipments in Age 3. That's a lot of unit shipments. And but yeah, pretty much relatively straightforward. And it looks like all vills are over to food. So pretty much when you make 12 vills, you put them all over to... That's it, you finish. You don't need to make any more vills, it seems. And we do see now... Oh, he is actually going to make another villager. That's interesting, is he? He's going to age up 14 vill. He's got 800 food available now. Oh, yeah, of course he can. I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Of course you can. That was really embarrassing, guys. No one saw that. No one saw that. Let's have a look at Sepoyguy here. Let's have a look at his deck. 1v1 a Con Javelin. Not too sure what Con Javelin means. Hopefully you guys can let me know in the comments section or the Twitch chat. That's pretty standard start. Explorers were very close together, so I guess it was a treasure snipe. Ah, okay, right, gotcha. So what do we see here from Sepoyguy that might be different to the Windy game that we recently saw? We do see the Sudanese, so nothing's changed. Still aging up with the Sudanese. So are we going to be seeing some Age 2 play as well? Let's hope so. I'd like to get some action as soon as. That'll be awesome. We can see now the explorer is called Perez 444. Is going to be taking out this and grabbing the 60 coin treasure. And IamTurk is actually opting for a defensive aggro. He's not going to be going all out there, so he might be anticipating some sort of Age 2 pressure. And we can see pretty much all vills over to wood. It's pretty much what you guys should do if you play India when you're aging up. Just everyone over to wood. And you can see that he's making sure that he's continually producing vills. It's going to be really interesting to see what first card IamTurk goes, because that will sometimes determine the type of play style that he wants to go, like how aggressive he wants to be is normally in the first card. So let's see what happens. So Sepoyguy going to be aging up beforehand. Gets in there. And what is he going for right now? He's going to be getting a granary down. The native embassy's going down now as well. And he is going for the Jesuit influence. You receive token of 200 influence with all future shipments starting with this one. Okay. All right. All right. So he's going to be getting a lot of shipments in, it seems. And IamTurk here, what's he doing? He's still pretty much got everyone on wood. He's built a couple of houses. He hasn't built a market yet. Some people build a market in transition. We don't see that. Is Sepoyguy going to lose his explorer? Is he looking? Oh my god. Oh my god. Lucky something or other. Wow. What's he going to do here? He's putting his mango grove right here. Maybe to get some vision. How interesting. How very interesting. We do now see a market in transition. That's good to see. And we do see 700 wood coming in. Nice. That's what I tend to go for. 700 wood is a really nice one to go with. He's going to be getting all of his market upgrades with that as well now. And most likely, potentially going for a consulate as well with that wood. But we don't see any sort of sepoy production. Yeah, there it is. There's the diplomatic intrigue and there's the consulate. There it is. But we don't see any sepoy production at all here, which is strange. He's going to be going for steel traps, but it's the professional hunters. And what do we see now? This is like identical to Windy's opening here. We see the Gascania, we see the Sudanese. Otto Con's taking Ville's prop. Yeah. So he's probably going to go for the Ottomans. Ottoman consulate is the most popular one. But he doesn't seem to be making any... Why is he not making any sepoys? He is now switching over to mainly gold. Are we going to be seeing... Is this going to be an FF? A kind of like a semi-FF or... No, okay, so we see Gurkha production coming in straight away. Okay, so no sepoys. He's just going to be using his vills to get Gurkhas, because Gurkhas are quite a heavy coin unit. Is he going to be going for Huss with this Ottoman ally, or is he going to be going for vills first? Let's have a look. He is going for the vills, the 4 settlers. That is a pretty good choice, though, to be honest. I mean, 4 settlers, that is pretty big. And now, so much eco going in now, so he is really going greedy. IamTurk is going in for pretty much every single market upgrade he's gone for. He's held off making sepoys. He's just making Gurkhas now. And yeah, this is kind of nuts. I mean, look at it. 7 minutes and we've only got 7 military units on the field. If we have a look at Sepoy, Sepoyguy here has got 25. And he's pretty much gone for the 700 influence. I'm not too sure what he's going to spend that influence on. Is he going to spend it on... Okay, he's going to go for the Sudanese. He's going to go for the 12 Sudanese. And I imagine after that point, he's probably going to make a push. He's probably going to decide that he's going to do a timing attack. It is around 8 minutes. This was exactly the same time as the windy game that we watched. And yeah, I'm going to be really interested to see how IamTurk deals with this, because he hasn't got a lot on the field. Gurkhas are pretty strong, though. But we do now see 5 sepoys on the way. He's now deciding to switch to a military shipment. Gurkha's going to try and get a nice little shot there. And it's looking okay. Looking okay. He's got the 5 sepoys are on the way. He's continuing to make Gurkhas. He's pretty much macroed food and gold. But he's now switching quite a few over to wood. He's going to try and take this, but Gurkhas are actually going to get a good few shots here, managing to take down maybe 3. Oh, nearly 3 Gascania there. Look at IamTurk's score, though. This is the power of a sort of a boomy kind of play here by IamTurk. Real huge score difference now. 33 vills for IamTurk against the 21 for Sepoyguy. He's going to try and do what he can with the dervish here, but I'm not too sure what kind of play that was. I don't know whether he wanted to be there or not. He's managed to take down the TP, which is nice. So I didn't know that Turk actually built a TP there. I didn't even see that. That was my error. But yeah, we do see about 40 units on the field. Majority of them are dervish. We do see here we've got 23 in total, 16 Gascania. And IamTurk is now going for the good old Hussar shipment. 3 Hussars are coming in. And that's going to be a perfect timing. Look at this timing. If he can get them on the dervish, that's going to be absolutely amazing. They've got halfway to go yet. He's got sowers also coming on the way. So a lot of cav is going to be on the way here to try and deal with all this dervish that we see. He just needs to just play his game right. Oh, that's a really unfortunate pop there. He's going to lose a lot. Is he going to lose both? Yeah, he's going to... Unfortunately, that was a... He didn't really get a huge amount of value. That was really unfortunate. He is actually going to be losing a couple of villages here. Like, Turk needs to be very, very careful about what he's doing. He's got vills here as well. And he's going to be trading with the dervish as much as he can. Looking kind of interesting. We do see the sowers are about to come in. And it looks like Sepoyguy... He's got a card available. Yeah, he's had a card available for a while. And he's going for the good old Big Benny. The prize bull is coming in. I thought he might go... Oh, he hasn't got the influence, actually. Hand Cannoneers would have been a nice one as well. And it looks like IamTurk has sort of held his base. He's got 33 vills. He's got all the market upgrades. Got to remember that, guys. He's gone for all the market upgrades, which is absolutely crazy. Is he going to be thinking about going for an Age 3, or is he going to play a good old Age 2 India? Who knows? We don't see another military building on on the map just yet. Which is kind of interesting. 10 minutes 30 in. Normally you see a stables, potentially from India, to get some soa production. We don't see that. Soas are going to be trying to come in from the north side here, seeing what they can see. This is the view of IamTurk right now. Going to be trying to grab that veal. Nice little grab there. Does lose a soa, but I think that was worth it. Definitely. And we do now see 700 coin coming in for IamTurk. So yeah, probably maybe looking for that age up potentially. And Sepoyguy is already doing it. He's in full swing. He's going for the Portuguese. He's getting his second war camp down. So it's probably a good idea for IamTurk to think about aging at some point. Doesn't have to though. India is really strong in age 2. We do see a caravan going down. Are we going to be seeing an age 3 here? Are we going to play conservative? Is IamTurk going to be conservative? Is he going to go for the age 3, or is he going to continue to be in age 2? Who the hell knows? I think he's probably just going to hold off, I imagine. Yeah, he's going to be getting his fills over to gold. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be getting into age 3 himself. So are we going to be seeing the Charm and a Gate? Or are we going to be seeing something even more greedy, which is the what's it called? For God's sake, guys, help me out. Help me out. What's it called? The Carney Martyr. Carney Martyr. Who knows? Carney Martyr, there we go. Cheers, Nicious. Appreciate it, dude. So we've got the Shotter Warriors again. Now, this was quite funny when we saw the other game with the Shotter Warriors. Something that I learned as well was that they have multipliers against infantry only. They don't have multipliers against just light infantry like Cav do. They have multipliers against any kind of infantry. So, something to bear in mind. Arsenal wagon coming out and the mountains. So that's exactly the same age up that Windy did in the previous game that we saw when he went for the Portuguese. And what do we see? We see the Sebastopol mortar. There it is. First shipment coming in. And IamTurk is hopefully he's going to be able to deal with this. He's got the Charm Gate coming down. Okay, nice. Let's have a look at his vision here. Got a couple of soas coming in on the south part of the map. Oh, he's gonna find the mountain monastery builder, but I don't know whether he even saw that. He wouldn't have been able to take it out in time anyway. Do see just a huge amount of troops here. We're hopefully going to be seeing a barracks coming down because he's going to want to get these guys upgraded. Got to bear that in mind. So he probably wants to think about getting a barracks put down. He's got his stables here. And we've got a huge pink mass rolling across the map. We do have the chunky boy, the Sebastopol, is coming forward. And this is kind of the sort of composition that I see quite a lot now when I see Ethiopian games. You know, the Gascania, Sudanese, with a couple of Shotter Warriors. That seems to be, yeah, it seems to be the kind of play. I don't know how good these Shotter Warriors are. Like, I don't know. They got 10 range resist. 229 HP. What? How much do they cost? Not too bad. And we do now see the Somali allies coming in. There's some ISA warriors and 2 tokens of influence. But you've got to bear in mind, all these shipments are delivering 200 influence, which is kind of nice. Sebastopol mortar, a little bit out of position here though, right? On its own here. No Gascania guarding it. And IamTurk is getting his siege elephants that should hopefully be able to target the Sebastopol and take it down. Siege elephants very good. And here they are. They're going straight out. One shot and hopefully a second as well. Unfortunately not. And we do see immediately coming in. Yep, the Gurkha upgrade is coming in. The barracks has been built. And I mean, Gurkhas is just such a great unit. You know, really, really strong skirmish unit. 30% range resist. Not to be messed around with. I mean, let's have a look at the comparison here. Let's have a quick look against the Sudanese dervish. 17 attack, 14 range, 19 attack, 19 range. They are a lot quicker though. 4.75 speed for the Sudanese, only 4 for the Gurkha. Remember, they're not too quick. What is going on here? Wow. That just shows you that the Shotta warriors are not as good as you think. They're supposed to counter the Sepoys, yet the Sepoys just hand attacked them. He hasn't even gone for the Dravidian martial arts. And I mean, the hand attack's 15 against the Shotta warriors. That's 16, but with a 1.25 bonus. But still, wow. Sepoys did a good job there. Just one-on-oneing the Shotta warriors. Impressive. $230 HP is beefy. Yeah, but I know it makes sense, but I thought the Shotta warriors were good. The Shotta warriors say, oh, I guess because they're shock infantry actually. The heavy infantry actually do pretty well. Yeah, they do. They do bonus damage. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. They do bonus damage, don't they? Sebastopol is going to be kicking off. The Gurkha's taken a lot of damage there. It's going to be kicking off again. Jesus Christ. So much AoE damage as well. He does need to be careful. He doesn't want to lose all of those Gurkhas. And needs to get these siege jellies in here. Hopefully into range. Absolutely getting flown. And there it is. Siege elephants taking 2 shots there. It's going to take a little bit more than 2 shots. Oh, we do have the Aben here. Healing up the mortar. Look at that. Look at those heals. Is he going to be able to get it? He's trying to heal up for one last shot. And unfortunately not. And the big chunky cannon goes down. And IamTurk pushing through now with a huge score lead. 7k score lead. 47 vils. Sepoyguy sat on 29 vils. And it's looking pretty darn good for IamTurk. Now he's dispatched the mortar. He's got Zams on the way now as well. So probably to deal with the Shotta warriors. Honestly, Indian units are so expensive in late game. Also, not having artillery hurts India a lot. Neftenia and the Gaskenya are better than Shotta and Gaskenya. Okay, all right. There we go. I haven't really seen that. Oh, there's the Neftenia. Neftenia are in. There they are. Look at that. A range of 20. Quite impressive. And do we have any Mansabdar units? We don't. We have the Charmander Gate up, but no Mansabdar units yet. Just double Gurkha production on the way. And we do see Zams coming in, so it looks like a good old Gurkha Zam composition. And these Neftenias are going to see what they can try and do. And not doing a great deal there. There's just too many Gurkhas, and he's going to be using the rest of his troops just to try and see if he can take out these monasteries. Gurkha's just holding their own pretty well against the Neftenias here. 30 range resist for them, 175 HP. They do have quite a lot of HP, to be honest. 65 food, 70 gold. I think overall the Gurkhas are slightly better value there because they're not as much gold. And this is looking pretty darn rough for Sepoyguy here. There is that significant score lead, as I mentioned. And India's eco just is insane. What do we see over here? Oh, we do see some Shotta warriors trying to get a juicy raid here, though. Doing quite well. And all you can do here is the villagers can just try and shoot them down. But nice. Nice going from Sepoyguy. But the Zams are going to catch up to them and deal with them. I mean, these Gaskanya are not going to be able to do anything against the might of these Gurkhas here, I'm afraid. Animus coming in with the raid. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. Party of 24 in. And there is the GG. We just got in just at the perfect time there. GG called from Sepoyguy, and IamTurk takes the first game. of the round of 32 here between himself and Sepoyguy. And what an interesting game it was, you know. IamTurk, like, taking such a long time to train the first military unit, you know, going for 700 wood in age 2, pretty much maxing out everything on the market, going super greedy. And you played Sepoy today against his Ethiopia. Don't forget to join Widgie's community, guys. Cheers, Ravnak. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the plug. Big Bombard and Abbas is stupid, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be as hard-hitting as it should be, you know? And I think IamTurk did a great job. He went very sort of greedy, got all the market upgrades, and then decided to start making Gurkhas very late on, actually. I think it was like 6 minutes 30, 7 minutes was the first time that we actually saw some military units, but overall, it worked out well. Okay, guys. So, yeah, IamTurk takes that game. So, there we go. 1-0 to IamTurk. We're going to get straight into the next game. There we go. Welcome, ladies and gents, to the... I think this is the second game. This should be the second game. I've just realised that this is the third map that you should play, right? Unless I'm losing the plot. Hang on a second. Sorry, guys. One sec. No, this is right. No, yeah, it's on Parallel Rivers. This is... Sorry. I am wrong. Welcome, guys, to the second game here between Sepoyguy and IamTurk. This is the second game, round of 32 at the moment on the UEC Spring 2022 tournament with a prize pool of $200. And on the left side of the map here, we have IamTurk playing as the Japanese in the cyan. And on the right side of the map, we have Sepoyguy playing as the good old straightforward French in the pink. So, I wonder what's going to be happening in this game. It was quite evident that IamTurk played a very good India game last time. He went very greedy, very heavy on eco, and managed to outmass Sepoyguy and took the first game. So let's see how this one goes and see if Sepoyguy can bring it back to 1-1. Got to go to work in 4 hours so I could cast if we need them done. Nice. I also really appreciate, by the way, the Spanish community, especially Nicias. I don't know if it's anyone else, but I know it's definitely Nicias is casting these games in Spanish as well for the community, which is awesome. And just got to say again, big shout out to Crabgot, Elite Rifleman, Revnak, and others that sort of make this all happen and organize the tournament and everything like that, and has given me the opportunity to cast the game. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Oh, you're not casting them in Spanish, you're organizing. Okay, sorry. I thought you were. Sorry, apologies. Okay. So what's IamTurk going for? Let's have a look at the decks. We've got the 2-vil deck. Going for a 2-vil OVS as per the deck. We do see a market start coming in here. So there's no sort of Portuguese consulate here. No sort of shrine boom, it seems. Market start is quite a standard thing now as well for Japan. And what do we see here? We just see a house. We don't see a market start here, which is interesting from Sepoyguy. We just see one house being built. He's got the 3 CDBs on the way. And once again, very standard deck. Nothing crazy. Let's see what happens. No TP, no market. Can't be right for France. Not even 12-10. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting one, isn't it? Bagging this 200 wood, not using it. Kind of strange. Can you wrap up what happened in game 1? Yeah, sure. So just to give you a quick rundown. Sepoyguy went Ethiopia. He went for a sort of timing attack with the Sudanese. He went the Sudanese age up. He went for the Dervish and Gascagna push in H2 for a little bit. He traded a bit with Sepoyguy in H2. Then he aged up before IamTurk. So Sepoyguy aged up before IamTurk. He went for the Portuguese age up, the H3 option. And then the first card that he went for was the Sebastopol Mortar. And he started to train Shottle Warriors, and he kind of had the whole composition of Gascagna, Sudanese, Shottle with the Mortar. And then he tried to do a big old timing attack push, but IamTurk had just too many skirmishers. He had too many Gurkhas. He had his siege elephants. They were able to snipe down the Mortar, and yeah, it kind of ended like that, really, in a nutshell. Anyway, let's have a look at Sepoyguy going for the Quartermaster, hunting dogs. He actually has built his market now. I don't know why he took a while. I think he should have put the market down earlier and got hunting dogs pretty much straight off the bat. He could have then got the benefit from that earlier. Could have enabled him to age up quicker. Let's have a look at IamTurk. He is ahead. He's going for the Tory Gates and already going for those market upgrades in transition. Is he going for Shrine Boom? I don't think he is. He is getting a third one down. We don't see the Golden Pavilion though, so he is just going to be going for the good old Tory. And the Tory gives you extra XP, if you see. It ships a Samurai and a Military Rickshaw. It increases the experience point build bounty for training units and constructing them, and a bounty for defeating enemy units and buildings. So basically, you just get XP, an XP bonus for everything. Building buildings, units, destroying buildings. So, pretty nice, pretty nice. Very good for H2 play as well, because you can, if you attack early, you can get extra XP basically as quick as you can. So, quicker you want it, get out there. So what do we see? 700 wood coming in. We've got a couple of idols here. What's going on? Wow, what is going on? There's just a bunch of idols. There we go. Now they're moving. That was not good at all. 4 or 5 idols stuck around there for a while is not good. Oh. What? Okay. Don't know if... Can anybody help me out? Staff? Is there any tournament staff in here? Nicious, anyone know what happened with this? I have no idea. Maybe a connection issue. Strange. Sepoy had enough. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened with that. All right, guys. Just bear with me. I'll try and find out what happened with that. Yeah, it looked like he was idling his TC a lot. I don't know. He realized that no market, no TP wouldn't cut it. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Just bear with 1 second. I'm just going to see if I can... Yeah, it looks like that's it. Yeah. I've just loaded up the third game, and it's not of Turk or Sepoyguy. We are making an emergency meeting in the UEC right now. Command center is working on it. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to have to leave it here, guys, to be honest, because I've really got to get to bed. And yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Yeah. Okay, right. Well, we'll leave it at that. I think we'll say 2-0 to IamTurk, I imagine. Love the text behind you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Right, guys, thank you very much. It's been awesome. I'm going to give a raid. I can give a raid, so let's quickly do it. Hey, IamTurk, how you doing? Maybe you can tell us what happened with this matchup. What happened with game 2? Tell us what happened. All right, guys, I'm gonna drop a raid as well. I'll do it. I'll drop a raid. Who we got? No lame, just better with Ryan. Nice. That sounds good, doesn't it? What a What a great thing. That sounds really nice. Okay, just bear with me. I'm going to be dropping a raid. Thank you very much, guys, for coming. Hopefully that works. I don't know if it does. I've tried to do it. Is that working? I don't know. We have issues. Oh, okay. Well, just cancel my raid. I don't know if it is raiding. Guys, do what you need to do. I don't know the commands that well. Maybe host. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. It's been awesome. Thank you for letting me have the opportunity to cast. I appreciate it. We had some good games. We had good 2 matchups. Unfortunately, I couldn't do the 3rd one. Thank you very much. If you want to follow me personally, it's at Widgie on Twitch. I've got my Discord server, my YouTube, all that good stuff. But of course, please make sure to follow United Empires because there's going to be all this sort of stuff happening throughout this year. Awesome tournaments and all that good stuff. So thank you very much, guys. I'll catch you in the next video or the next stream. Catch you guys later. Bye. Catch you later, guys.